Hello, 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 Nori here. Welcome back to chapter 8 of Thorns Under the Moon. This is Zayne's branch. And we finished quite a bit. We have chapter 8 to do, and I wonder how many more do we have to go through. Everything is a hazy blur in dreams, yet in Zane's dream, the flowers, trees, streets and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out.
While it resembles my dreamscape, I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to the entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in thick fog. It's as if we've reached the edge of the dream itself. From the fog, a cluster of black crystals has emerged. It blooms like a flower and is as tall as a three-story building. It blocks the path. A protocore cluster.
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken. I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds. Yes, I tried destroying it before you woke up.
As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocore cluster in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Sir, give me some credit. I was smart. Thank you for the compliment. I gesture towards him. Though I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zayne pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the other protocore cluster is?
When you're in a proto-field, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
The protofield is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuations, yet amidst the entanglement of protocurves, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. From what I've sensed, the second protocore cluster should be on the other side of the protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zayne. Which one would you like to pick? Zayne looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagined it or not, but some sort of emotion stirred in his eyes. Wait. I just needed to do that.
The one that's farthest away.
The one that's farthest away. Far end of the city is cloaked in black mist, resembling the gaping maw of a beast hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are, but are you going to face them alone again?
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
But your dream isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
You know you should let me. Yes, me. Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step and pat his back. Without waiting for Zayne to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
Behind me, I hear a soft sigh followed by Zayne's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't clearly see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and nod. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappearing from the folk in the road, Zayne turns his gaze towards the alley's depths. Within the thick fog, a broken street light flickers intermittently. Ooh. He raises his hand. Parts of the mist detach themselves from the air, spiraling and condensing. They coalesce into icicles about his palm. Dark impurities suddenly emerge from within them, but they stop spreading as they're about to breach the outermost layer of the white crystals. It's as if a looming black hole threatens to consume everything pure and white, yet a thin, unwavering layer of pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. Shadows stretch, and in the boundless fog ahead, the protocore cluster waits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. Within the mist, a cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. Ice crystals in his palm slice the air, seemingly hit nothing, but the protocore cluster shimmers for a fleeting moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound. Their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zayne delivers his attacks with decisive precision. Blades of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet slowly transforms. It turns soft and slimy like sludge, stubbornly clinging to his legs. Ugh, okay. Dazed, Zayne looks down, peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice. His gaze falls into his palm.
Zayne!
A bloody hue tints his hand, and an eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He's momentarily transported back to the bone-chilling nightmare. Zayne is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William? It's too late. Please.
In the howling, icy wind, Zayne hears his heavy breaths. Once again, he's returned to the endless snow-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down from William's empty eye sockets. Then an array of faces emerge from the cluster's projection.
Aren't you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me? Aren't you a doctor? You should have saved me. Why didn't you save me and my child?
Zayne, please. Kill me.
He's suffocating, he's trapped, his head is spinning. Zayne notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He staggers back, only to trip over something again.
It's just an illusion. It's not real. It's not.
More and more hands stretch out. Toward him, they're frozen. The space around him shatters and distorts into mirrors. They reflect his bloodshot eyes. They reflect his hands are clenched so tightly that veins bulge. A black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirror, shatters part of the protocore cluster. The protocore cluster doesn't regenerate. It resembles a cliff teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made it.
I made it. As the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an ethereal glow. Determined, Zayne thrusts the ice blade towards the human figure. Ice blade stops as Zayne's pupils contract. It's her. She can't possibly be here. They're your patients, how could you? Am I next? You'll kill me, right? No, you're not, Zayne. Who are you? It's a face he knows so well in this unspeakable nightmare. Her expression is filled with disbelief and pain. Yes, it's her. Zayne, kill me. Black ice flowers bloom from her chest, their petals unfurling. She's as light as a piece of paper, separated from life's weight, yet she falls almost with a thud in his stiff embrace. Buzzing engulfs Zayne's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare. While he knows it's an illusion, he can't break free. At the moment, the cracked protocore cluster pulsates with a blood-red light. The air trembles around it. The massive shadow before him breaks along with the other protocore cluster. The illusion in his arms changes again, but he doesn't look up. He only clenches his fists.
It's time to end this.
A cold gleam flickers, and pure black ice crystals surge beneath him. They freeze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is suppressed, and the surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in the space. Zayne conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile as he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
Oh,
His entire body becomes encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his chest and spread to his fingers. The intense pain leaves Zayne's back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fear as he hears that cold voice.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Okay, so I guess we'll be having 12 chapters. Possibly. As the protocore cluster shatters, a distant tremor ripples through the air. Space around me transforms into mist and moonlight shines down. Then the fog dissipates and I can feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see I'm in a garden at the back of a hospital. Something is not right. This is Lincoln's Akso Hospital, but we should be in Chansha. My heartbeat quickens and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads me to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it's clear, I notice I was back at Zayne's place. By the couch, someone was lying on the floor with their back to me.
be careful. We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rush over to Zayne and help him. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice. Zayne clenches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch.
Is he frozen? No. That was just my screen.
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
Oh, this was back from under Deep Space. I remember this part. Sudden voice in my head gave me pause. That does not sound grammatically correct, but whatever. Despite the warning, I leaned in to inspect Zayne's surgery, feeling my heart sink with each passing moment. Wait. No visible injuries, yet a blackened ice spreads across his wrists and neck. It doesn't seem like it'll disappear anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help.
Don't worry. I'm fine. It was just...
Yeah, that looks like poisonous ice. But... it starts to melt.
Don't waste your time on me. We can still go after her.
Yeah, right. There's no use resisting.
My left shoulder. A little lower. I would hope so. I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best. If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
Didn't you agree that you'll do whatever I say? Okay, the dialogues are moving way too fast for me to be able to say them. But honestly, at this point, I'm a little tired with all the talking. Zayne, be careful.
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps was another mistake. But at least I have one last choice.
What is... Dude, what the heck? As I gather my thoughts, the very face before me momentarily merges with a blurry image of Zayne in my fragmented memories, but they immediately separate. Wait, when was I pulled into the protofield? I was attacked by that wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be in my body, but it's gone. I give Zayne an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts his gaze instead. Zayne, what did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evil? Before the worry and guilt in my heart coalesce into coherent words, they disappear because of Zayne's presence. Lowers his head and his chin rests on top of my head.
You're my hunter escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Why are you making it sound like you dragged me through hell and back? The dream didn't hurt me, the mist is exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger? You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me. Perhaps the dream itself is the real threat here.
Zayne talks slower, enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm his simmering inner turmoil. I realized something. After we entered the protofield that's based on Zayne's dream, he's been acting more hesitant. Could it be? Zayne, this nightmare is more than just a dream to you, right? I sense his hands subtly move, a testament to its master's emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up.
Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams, or that your dream will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes, I'll find you in your dream. Even if the world falls apart into chaos and everything turns upside down, I'll never forget who I am, and I won't forget who you are. By then, I'll find you in your dreams, the real you. The resonance light quietly flows from my fingers as I make a not-so-solemn promise in a calm voice. Zayne's breath hitches as if it's suspended in the air for a while. Then he exhales, his breath carrying the weight of unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in the body of a snowman. You'll be a super big snowman.
What?
I close my eyes and banish the myriad of questions and worries from my mind. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. I'm the best there is, so I'm sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
I guess. It's called having the freedom that comes with power. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? Look and meet Zayne's gaze. Seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Don't. Just as I'm about to tell Zayne not to lie again, he turns over my hand. A sliver of glimmering icy light appears in my palm, takes back his hand, and two chubby little seals tumble into my hands.
You get two. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you. Do you trust me now?
From where I am, light and shadows dance upon his feature. They accentuate the mirth in his eyes. Keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him. I help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said the stream has two layers. Are we in the outer one because we broke the inner layer? Zayne doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead to open the door. We step out to be greeted by the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. It could be hiding anywhere.
Outside the hospital, skyscrapers rise like towering concrete trees in a forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my evil to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
Sky swiftly darkens as if time itself has been accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
Wait, you're evil. We'll do it together.
Are you ready?
Born ready. Oh. Black snowflakes. Oh. Black snowflakes drift from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspends before swirling into a frenzied flurry once more. Underneath our feet, a vast expanse of ice crystals blossom. The ground, the buildings, and even the particles floating in the air were all ensnared in the swift spread of the chilling night, wrapped in its icy embrace. In an instant, the entire world froze into a black amber. A rift violently tears through the fabric of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. There it is. Let's go. Zayne's coat flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst the nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Alright. Can't wait to end it. Do I have to fight? Oh. Yes. Like, cool. Oh, I can't. Alright.
We'll depart when you're ready.
I am born ready.
Its fate will end in darkness. I'll
Oh,
make sure
I
of it.
can be.
And I'll be there with you.
Be ready for its neck with our combined strength.
Here I go.
Victory is within reach.
Go back to the pit you came from.
It is falling apart. Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. Proceed with caution.
Zayne.
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
Oh no, not this shitty face.
Struggling is futile. Leave this to me. with our combined strength.
Here I go.
Proceed with
I
caution.
don't have enough
My
curses
turn.
for this monster. I hate it so much.
Watch out.
I'm okay. Let's take it down first.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. I'll send it on a journey.
It's final journey.
This should be possible.
Keep your tempo.
Eat this. Zayne,
Stay safe. Don't get distracted.
What the heck?
bring it on.
Make sure to dodge the attacks. With our combined strength, it is weak. Now's our chance.
Finally.
Go back to the pit you came from.
Struggling is futile. It recovered. Be careful. Don't rush. Let's see what it's up to. Proceed with caution, with our combined strength.
Here I go.
We finished it in one attempt.
And it wasn't messy.
Excuse me, it was terribly messy, okay? It was bad, but okay. I'll just excuse myself like that. Once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. But the resonance is unmistakably this time. It's akin to gentle waves brimming with power. A light, warm glow gently descends into my palm. Is this Chansha hospital? The breaking dawn's light streams in through the window. In the silent corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned, Zayne?
I'm here.
As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turn my head. Zayne is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the proto field or are we in reality? Turn around first. No, do a 360. And turn back now. Come on, you're supposed to do a whole 360, okay? Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zayne still complies.
Are you double-checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zayne is the person with me right now. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second, I collapse on the ground. His arms immediately extend to steady me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I reach out but stop once I realize I'm holding something. I open my hand and see a protocore fragment. It emits a faint green glow. A fragment of the ether core. At least our effort wasn't for nothing.
You're back.
Dr. Zayne.
Captain Willow and others rush from the opposite end of the corridor.
Are you two okay? You're not hurt, are you? It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that Wanderer's proto-field. Everyone's been worried sick.
From Captain Willow, I learned that exactly 3 days had passed since we entered the peculiar protofield. The patient has been relocated to a secure ward and is now out of danger following resuscitation. During this time, the entire hospital was protected by Chansha City's hunters who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the...
Oh, sorry. Speaking in a quieter don't. She gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed. Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
So only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. Lincoln City 3 days later. Honestly, after going through all of this, I would just take a month off. I open the door to Zayne's home. It's quiet. Zayne? I tiptoe into the living room. Zayne is peacefully sleeping on the couch. The curtain gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadows glide from his nose to his chin. Is he sleeping or... Wait. How do you do this? Okay. I move closer and place my hand over his chest. He's just sleeping. Must be exhausted. Approaching Zayne, I kneel to be at eye level with him, carefully cover him with a blanket that was draped on the couch. The tension on Zayne's furrowed brow dissipates. His breathing is steady and his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face, the thoughts in my mind racing as I reflect on the whirlwind of events that have unfolded recently. And finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simon's call.
The preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back.
Tell me.
It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it. I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocores and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
A wanderer attracting transmitter? As I recall what had happened, one figure stands out as the most suspicious. Carter. He just showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. Share my suspicion with Simone. She then poses her own questions.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding, and even Xander's sciences. It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology. Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the associations, right?
I mean, the association didn't even know ether cores existed. So what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group.
Ever?
Its biggest shareholder right now should be... Ever.
It's at that moment. The fragmented pieces of information in my mind gradually locked into place and formed a cohesive image. Carter mentioned the patient at Chansha Hospital has been undergoing long-term treatment at Xander Sciences. Raymond, the founder of Xander Sciences, was in a similar situation. If the peculiar crystals in the operating room and the monsters in the Un-109 zone come from the same source, that means Ever is creating monsters. Once again, Zayne finds himself chasing that familiar figure. Under the radiant sunlight, cicadas chirp in the background while pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sets on the edge of the city's high-rise buildings. The girl turns to him. She smiles. At least he caught up to her.
Finally.
He holds out his hand to the girl and he firmly grasps it. Yet the two find themselves stumbling back into the seemingly endless empty corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. Oh, so his nightmare didn't end. And I am done with Zayne's chapter. Onward again. Okay, so we've already gotten to 40 minutes and I feel like I can't go beyond this point, so I'm gonna stop the recording here. So I will stop it here and we will see each other again in the next video. Until then, this is Nori signing off. Bye bye.